Aspirants, welcome to Galilei's HEPGEC program. This is a new decade, 2020, and we are inching ever closer to our examination. Today's HEPGEC program, we are going to revise your important subjects by solving previous year questions. So let's get started. The first question is from history. With reference to colonial rule in India, home charges formed an important part of drain of wealth from India. Which of the following funds constituted home charges? Funds used to support the Indian office in London, funds used to pay salaries and pensions of British personnel engaged in India, funds used for waging war outside India by the British. Options are 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and 1, 2 and 3. Britishers came to India as traders. Their sole motive was profit making. Over the years, they designed a systematic approach of draining wealth from Indian subcontinent. And they achieved this drain of wealth through several modes. One such way was home charges. Under this, the office created for the administration of India, the Secretary of State in England, was the expenses incurred on that office was to come from Indian resources, and the salaries, pensions, all the associated expenses must come from the Indian resources. And again, the funds used for payment of salaries, pensions, and upkeep of Indian personnel, of English personnel in office in India should also come from our land, from the Indian subcontinent. So these two primarily constituted the home charges. Now, let's return to the question. Here, except for the third option, funds used for waging war outside India by Britishers, 1 and 2 are part of your home charges. So your answer here is B. Now, the second question from economics. Consider the following: fringe benefit tax, interest tax, securities transaction tax. Which of the above is direct tax or taxes? Now, tax, as you all know, is one of the most, you can say it is the important source of revenue for the government. And tax can be divided into two, direct and indirect. Under direct tax, a person on which it is imposed cannot transfer that burden to someone else. Under indirect tax, a person on which it is imposed can transfer the tax burden to some other party. Usually, direct tax includes income. And direct tax, for that matter, is considered more progressive than indirect tax, for the very fact that you are paying only for the incomes earned. Whereas in indirect tax, the poorest man in India and the richest man in India pays the same indirect tax. But direct tax is different. It is considered, therefore, a progressive tax. As you go up your income scale, your portion of tax deducted will also go up. So let's consider the question. Fringe benefit tax. It is a tax on the benefits that you enjoy. It could be a perks from your company. So fringe benefit tax is a part of your direct tax. Interest tax. It is a tax imposed on the interest income that you earn. So it is not an indirect tax, it is again direct tax. 2. Now 3. Security transaction tax. The tax imposed on transactions of securities, the profits earned on securities. Then again, it is not the indirect tax, comes as part of your income, it is part of your direct tax. So therefore, our answer should be D, where 1, 2 and 3 all are there. So our answer here is D. All of the above. Now the third question. Right to vote and to be elected in India is a fundamental right, natural right, constitutional right, legal right. The great Indian nation provides different kinds of rights to the citizens in India. We all are familiar with rights under Part 3 of the Constitution, which are called fundamental rights. All the rights enshrined in the Constitution in this part is your fundamental rights. But these are not the only rights that an Indian citizen enjoys. There are rights outside the realm of fundamental rights or outside the realm of part 3 in other parts of the Constitution, and those rights are called constitutional rights. Now, right to vote and to be elected comes under one such right. Under Article 326, all adult citizens have the right to cast their vote in the elections. So, naturally, our answer here is not A, not fundamental rights, not natural right or legal right, it's C, constitutional right. Now, the fourth question from geography. Cape Canaveral hosts NASA's launch pad called JF Kennedy Space Center. It is from this part that this region, this launch pad, that NASA launches its missions to space. Similarly, India, the ISR or the Indian Space Research Organization also has a launch pad. Presently, it has only one site, which is in Sriharikota, Satish Dhawan Space Center. And both of the sites are along the coast of seas. In the case of Cape Canaveral, it is on the coast of Atlantic Ocean. ISRO plans its launch pad on the coast of Bay of Bengal. And Cape Canaveral is in Florida. So your answer here is A. Now, the fifth question from environment. Consider the following. Bats, bears, and rodents. The phenomena of hibernation can be observed in which of the above kinds of animals? A, 1 and 2. B, 2. C, 1, 2, and 3. D, hibernation cannot be observed in any of the above. Now, hibernation is a process whereby the animals essentially shut down their metabolism. They're not completely shutting down the metabolism, except for very essential items. They're going to suppress their metabolism than usual. Now, this is done to conserve energy. In some regions of the earth, there is a season of plenty and there is a season of scarcity. And during this season of scarcity, animals will find it really hard to find food for their sustenance. And to overcome, to get through this season, they decide to shut down temporarily their metabolism. That process is called hibernation. And in the options given here, bats, bears, and rodents, all of them hibernate. So your answer here is C, 1, 2, and 3. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you soon.